Well, how's it going, guys? Andrew here.
And Connor.
Welcome to another reaction review.
Yes, sir.
The second one of this year.
Yeah, we've been slacking.
It was Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah, all the way to February.
and then King Richard of all movies.
Hey, man. Gotta come back with something.
Yeah, so King Richard. That's
King
why you guys are
Richard.
here.
Yeah. Tennis.
Hey.
For a deep cut on the channel, we have a skit about tennis.
I will
I
put
thought
that-
about that.
I'll put that in the link. in the description, and I'll put it at the end of the video as well. So go check that out.
A classic skit from the channel.
That's a good one. Well, yeah, I think it was one of the last ones actually we did. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyways, King Richard, starring John Berthal. No, just kidding. Starring Will Smith.
For this guy it is.
No, I kid you not. Every now and then, I go on IMDb to John Berthal's films to see which ones are upcoming, and then I add those to my watch list just because he's in them. He literally might just be announced, and I have no idea who the director is or what the movie's about, but he's in it, so you got my ticket.
Yeah, it's good enough for Andrew. I mean, come on, that's his boy.
That is my boy.
But really starring Will Smith.
Will Smith
as Richard Williams.
A man trying to get an Oscar.
Yes.
He was playing Richard Williams, the father. And coach of the sisters.
Venus and Serena.
Which I will say, I knew them both, but Serena definitely is I think the one that I think of first out of the two, which then was, I think my biggest takeaway of this movie was that it was Venus that was kind of
yeah, because she was older.
Yeah,
so,
see, I didn't know. I didn't know that. I just knew that Serena kicked butt. So that was about it.
Oh yeah, Venus was as good in her prime.
Yeah,
but I guess I don't know. I guess the primes could be similar. But I guess Serena has had a longer stretch of just dominance. So, but I mean, Venus came out of the gate pretty strong and made a name for herself. And that's kind of what
this movie is.
Propelled up Serena. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what this movie is. Kind of her name. And I'm not going to spoil it. Obviously, it's a true story. So, but
look it up yourself.
Going the ending, I was it was I think it was pretty powerful.
Yeah.
For how it was. And obviously that's what really happened. So it's kind of cool that happened.
Yeah.
You know? It's not
it's a pretty dramatic match to do, I guess, as your climax of the movie.
Yeah.
Which was kind of interesting because I was wondering if there would be more afterward. Because I'm going to be honest, we were kind of worried about the runtime coming in.
It's 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, and it could definitely feel like that. I mean, during the matches, the match sequences can be kind of strung out.
But I think you have to build up the tension, you know, because there's so many matches in the one game.
Yes,
you know? So
exactly.
You can't just show the first match, you know.
Yeah,
it's
exactly. The first set or whatever.
Yeah, the first set.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's pretty much two. There's 2 acts here, you know, more 2 acts. There's the California story, and then there's the Florida story.
Yes.
And I think we're both on the same page that the California was definitely the more interesting.
Definitely the first half was a little bit more interesting going on with what they're trying to explore with Compton and, you know, living in a rough area, wanting the father figure to, you know, find enough success to get his family out of there, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So that was more of the interesting stuff of the film for me, whereas the second act is just I guess it's just the crowd pleasing, you know, half. Just the, you know, father doesn't believe in his daughter, and, you know, the crowd is rooting against him, and then he has a change of heart, and then, you know, yes, it might not be the perfect match to end on, you know, for the film, but I guess it's just more of a feel good takeaway once it was all said and done, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So
I think the conversation that him and his wife have, like in their Florida home, was pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's probably like the best scene of the movie.
Yeah.
So
And it's in the second half. So
there you go. So yeah, I guess. That's
but also, my John Berthal fans out there, he is in the second half.
Yes.
So
you don't see him. You see him like once.
you see a shot on a TV for a split second, and then you don't see him for like another fucking 40 minutes.
Andrew's like, man,
Dude, I was getting antsy.
This man better be in this fucking movie. I swear.
But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we also watched that Eyes of Tammy Faye, which that is just kind of like your bare bones.
Yes, that is as basic of a biopic as you can.
At least this one, I think, had stronger performances and also different ages. You know, I think the young girls did a phenomenal job, and then you have, Will doing pretty good, and John just amazing. But I think acting all around was pretty good. I enjoyed. Like you said, I think the pacing. I don't know what you would cut out.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe trim the tennis matches a little bit, but like I felt like it flowed. It's just one of those movies that you're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pop this in again and watch it. It's like when I look at Spotlight, I'm like, why did I buy Spotlight?
Best picture winner, man.
I really enjoyed it in theaters, and to be fair, I did watch it one more time.
Okay.
With an ex-girlfriend. I don't know if I'll ever watch it again. I'll watch it if somebody's like, oh, what's this? And I'm like, yeah, we could watch that.
Sure, Spotlight's a movie.
And I think that's like King Richard. It's like, I would recommend it to people, but like I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it again. And I think that's how most biopics are.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's like a really crazy story involved with a biopic, like, because even like Eyes of Tammy Faye that we mentioned, like, I guess that's more like of a crazy story, but that was more uninteresting, like from start to finish to me than like this was.
Yeah.
But like this one, I guess it just is carried by its like strong family themes, and like the performances from all the family members were pretty good, even if like some of the other sisters didn't get a whole lot to do. They still like acted like they were real.
Oh, like they all felt like they were sisters.
Yeah, they all felt like they were like had this tight bond together, which that was probably one of the best aspects of the film for me. And then also just, I guess, some of the more socio-political stuff was okay. This was written by a white guy, and I could definitely tell it was written by a white guy.
Which annoyed me at points.
Yeah,
so
I was like, oh boy. Like some of the dialogue in Compton, I'm like, okay, well, okay, I guess that could be somewhat authentic, but Jesus. But it's fine. Like it wasn't like completely
it's not awful. I wouldn't say the script's bad.
No,
like
it's fine. It's solid.
If we're talking about negatives, I think the worst thing, and it's not like awful, but it's just the score.
The score.
It's pretty forgettable.
Pretty generic
and pretty funny at points where it's like tennis.
Do you even remember?
Dude, the one we started really cracking up at, it definitely was in like the first like 30 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. It was pretty, I was like, oh boy. I was like,
it might have been like when she did her first juniors.
Okay.
It might have been like that.
Yeah, you might be right.
That was like the first match.
Match. Like, this is tennis.
Dude, the music felt like you were getting ready for like, I don't know, like a epic battle. And I'm like, what's happening?
It's like, this is so over the top intense and just like in your face for this.
And so it's just,
we get it.
In a movie we saw recently, Spencer, like that could have had like a generic score as well. But that score was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Pretty eclectic and just like different sounding with its instrumentation.
I just think I don't know. I just want composers kind of just fucking
just do some weird shit. Why not? Unless it's too weird. Like I don't know if you'd want a really weird score for King Richard.
But like I don't want like the cookie cutter score either.
Exactly.
Which is what this is.
Yeah.
Like it's just generic YouTube ripped
exactly
MP3 files. But
how did you feel about good old Will Wall-Smith's performance?
I thought he was fine.
Yeah
I mean there were moments where like I didn't see Will Smith, but like I think one of his like better scenes was I think it's in the trailer when he's like defending his children in front of the cops. I thought that was a pretty good scene. I would say like I think definitely like the first act, especially like because you get to like that's when I realized it was obviously the movie's named after him, but like it really like
Yeah. I mean, and whenever they were, on the rise, the Williams sisters, like he was front and center of everything.
Yeah, he pretty much like took over the movie for like the first
like him, like Tiger's
2/3.
dad, like Michael Jackson's dad, like all those just
all
like
the dads.
super controlling. And like a recent dad was like LeVar Ball with the Ball brothers in the NBA, like not as like zany as him, but just like you feel like he's attracting more attention than like the girls are getting sometimes,
Well, and it shows like in the interviews and stuff, and so and then like in the conversation that him and his wife have, which I was like, finally, we're addressing it. Like,
yes, exactly.
Like this man's not perfect, so.
And I was kind of annoyed that the movie, like this was produced by the Williams sisters, so I'm sure they didn't want to like paint their dad in a super negative light.
I assume he's still alive. At least they didn't say he died. So.
I believe so. I'm not sure. I actually have no idea. But yeah, I mean, I would have liked the movie to like kind of take a deeper dive into some of his more flaws, than just like being a good dad. He just wants the best for his girls, which yes, makes sense. Like we get that, but like you said, he's definitely not flawless. So.
No, I mean it does show more than some other movies do.
Yes,
like Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm just gonna look at that movie as like one of the worst biopics I've ever seen. So. Overall, I enjoyed it. It was a good watch. It's on HBO Max.
Yeah.
But go support your theaters if you can.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Would you say this was worth watching it in the theater?
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say always yes. Just because, like, I just like bigger screens and complete darkness. And I just feel like when I'm at home, I'm just more prone to pull my phone out.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, in a theater, I'm not catching my phone unless like somebody's calling me, and I'm like, "Who's calling me?"
Like, oh shit's going down.
But yeah, so it's a good movie. Yeah, that's about it. I give it like a 7.
Yeah,
so,
I give it like a strong 6 to a light 7. So like it's better than your average biopic, I guess, but that's not saying much. Pretty good things about it. Mostly the acting and how it looked okay.
I kind of want to like what is I guess like The Fighter, that's a really good,
or The Social Network,
I was thinking of sports.
Okay. Sports biopics.
Yeah, because mostly sport movies are legit always biopics.
Yeah, that so very very formulated too. It's like the exact same formula.
And so I think that's where The Fighter like fucking
nails it, baby.
Yeah, The Fighter's I kind of want to watch it soon.
Fuck David O. Russell though.
Why?
That guy sucks.
You made one of my favorite movies.
Dude, that man was on fire for so long.
Dude, yes, he was. Yeah. And then he fucking fucked up.
He made Joy and then went downhill.
But then he's making another movie.
Yeah.
Informed us by Akshay.
With a lot of people
We'll see how that turns out.
Yeah. Oof. Woo. Yeah, problematic directors still making movies. Let's go.
I don't think I'll ever see a Woody Allen film.
Yeah.
I don't think I will.
Like nothing that I'm like
if there is anyone, it will be Annie Hall
or like Manhattan.
But like I have over 100 movies right here that I need to watch.
We got a lot of shit to watch before a Woody Allen movie. That's for damn sure.
But yeah, so
King Richard,
King Richard. Hopefully, we'll do a few more reviews by the end of the year.
Yes,
and then always look out for our top 10.
Shout out to Ronaldo Marcus Green. Keep making movies, man. This is pretty solid.
Has he made anything else?
I guess he did. No, never mind. This was not his debut. He also made Joe Bell with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh.
And he made Monsters and Men.
Oh my gosh, that's that Movie Pass movie. Yes, remember Movie Pass?
Oh, that was a Movie Pass movie.
They were pushing that movie so hard.
Tight. Attaboy. Hey, shout out to Movie Pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to give him a shout out because we didn't mention his name yet. So
anything else?
I think that'll be it.
Cool. Well, this has been Andrew.
This has been Connor.
Peace.
It's been good.